This is the Dark Wing Show, and I'm bringing y'all another episode. And I want to talk about Penny Hardaway versus John Calipari and how this all come about. I'm gonna give y'all probably a long story of how this happened. 8 years ago, I'd say John Calipari was in Memphis for 8 years, to say I put it like that. What happened was he left UMass and he needed to get back on his feet per se. So he took the job at Memphis. In his first year, it was alright, but it wasn't all the best. His second year, they started getting better and better. And they was going up, and then in third year, he was bringing major talent in Memphis. Okay, fourth year, he was getting players like Joey Dorsey, CDR, Chris Douglas Roberts, and then the Kappa and make a long story short, let's take it to 2008. You wouldn't got Derrick Rose. And everybody was talking about when Derrick Rose get there, that team was gonna be cut down and that they was gonna be national champions. Okay, at the time I didn't know how good Derrick Rose was. I'm gonna just go ahead on and put it out like that. Derrick Rose, no, it started out uh, uh, a little bit good. That John Calipari pretty much challenged him, and he got to play up to his potential. Okay, and then what happened was they wind up getting to the national championship. Make a long story short, when they got there, Memphis was 2 minutes and 12 seconds away from capturing their first national championship. Okay, and then Mario Thomas from Kansas hit a three-pointer that we won into overtime. We lost because we couldn't hit our free throws. Okay, that team kept getting better and better and better. Okay, and then we went out and got Tyreek Evans. He didn't play point guard at first. He tried to do what Chris Douglas Roberts do, which means play small forward instead of playing point guard. When he went to point, John Calipari put him at point guard. They literally took off. What happened? We lost him the series, and then that was his final year in Memphis. Okay, if he'd have stayed in Memphis for one more year, they could have won. They had players like the Marcus Cousins committed, Sorry Henry committed, John Wall would have came there, even though I don't think he would, cause he would have had Tyreek Irving coming back. You had players after players committed to Memphis, but he took the job at Kentucky. Okay, by him taking the job at Kentucky, we hired Josh Pastner. Now, Josh Pastner, what everybody's saying that what he did do, that man had us in the tournament every year. After Josh Pastner was let go, Penny Hardaway wanted that job. He didn't get it, and I felt like he should have got hired then. They hired Timmy Smith. That program kept going down and down. Only players that you could get to come to Memphis were JUCO players. You got one freshman that was a point guard, and the guy was unbelievable good. But the only player that you can get was JUCO players at the time. Okay, Penny Hardaway started coaching high school basketball. And the reason why he started coaching, because his friend had got him into coaching. Well, his friend died at the time. I forget his name. I wish I knew it, 'cause, I think he had something like colon cancer or whatnot. But anyway, when Tubby Smith didn't work out, in comes Penny Hardaway. Penny Hardaway, his first year, you had Jeremiah Martin. And Jeremiah Martin almost led that team to the tournament his first year. And then the recruitments like James Wiseman started coming in. That was unbelievable. His third, I think it was his first year. His second year, you were still able to get good players. His third year, you brought in players like, I think, James Wiseman or something like that. Did James Wiseman come there? I think it was his second year James Wiseman came in. No doubt about it. And then you had the number one recruit class 3 out of 4 years that you've been in Memphis. And not to mention what he gonna do this next year. Next year when he come in, and they got, I feel like, a top 10 team right now. They not getting the recognition. Penny Hardaway got this team compete with every school in the country. I'm here to tell you right now. And that's just by him being there. No doubt about it. You look at what he is, he is literally doing some amazing stuff down there in Memphis. But anyway, when it comes down to John Calipari made it seem like, oh, I'm not gonna leave. My kids grew up, and they grew up, and my son grew up in Memphis. I'm not going nowhere, this and that. But anyway, when it comes down to anytime a school come out, they wanted John Calipari out of Memphis. They just did. They felt like they just wanted him out of Memphis because Memphis was getting too much recognition. Okay, he went to Kentucky, no doubt about it. And John Ponder got the job. And they was in the tournament every year. But see, George Ponder to them wasn't a threat at the time. Calipari was, because he could have been the next Adolph Ruff in Memphis had he went on the stage. Okay, and so after he left and went to Kentucky, like I said, George Ponder got the job. Every year, they was in the tournament. But the thing that hurt them a lot, they didn't beat too many top 5 teams. So nobody really respected this team. Okay, and Walsh, Penny Hardaway, and the job that they was doing. And then the story came out about him and Jade Wiseman. He gave his parents money so that he could move to, I think it was East High School or whatnot. They actually thought that Penny Hardaway was gonna get in major trouble. But he had been doing what he been doing all this time, helping them kids. That's what he do. And then he told the infraction committee, that's what I do. I help these kids. So he got on, and then with this team coming in this year, make a long story short, Memphis is back on the map like I've never seen. You look at how he went out and how he got a Kendrick Davis. You look at what Andre Williams doing, and you look at what even Malcolm Dance is doing this year. He got hurt right now, but he will be back. I think Memphis gonna be a Final Four team, and not to mention the recruit class he got coming in next year. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm saying that right here, Memphis, if Penny Hardaway stay in Memphis zone, that's gonna be a team to be reckoned with a long time to come, because they right up there with the Dukes of Kentucky. I mean, that team tough, they rugged, they play good defense, And it wouldn't surprise me none if they didn't win it this year. And so John Calipari started a blueprint in Memphis, but Penny Hardaway about to take it to another level. Cause to me, he is the face of college basketball, people. That's just what it is. That's why I'm able to do this show today and talk about my favorite team, the Memphis State Tigers. That's how good he is, ladies and gentlemen. And the thing is, comparing Penny Hardaway to John Calipari, I honestly think he's better right now. I think Penny Hardaway is the better coach right now. And then, before he even got the job in Memphis, let's call it what it is, he was talking about, it's pretty much saying how he was praying that Penny Hardaway didn't get that job. That's what he said. And then when he first got it, you had people like LeBron James congratulating him. You had Kevin Durant walking up to him and hugging him. Then you was able to go out and then I got to do this because you was able to get Imani Bates and Jalen Durant to come in even when you after you won the NIT, you had players were talking about leaving, and then you go out and get Jalen Durant and Imani Bates. You get them two players. Okay. And then you had some of them guys on there was mad because they wouldn't get playing time. Penny Hardaway had to deal with that. Okay, when they won toe to toe with Gonzaga that year, and they wind up, they almost beat them. Yeah, we talking about a 1 versus a 9, ladies and gentlemen. And Penny Hardaway almost beat this team. He came back and I think it was Jermaine Johnson, I believe. They won out the den and Penny Hardaway said, I know how to do it. I know what I have to do now. He wanted, because he said he was trying to build this team like a Calvin Sampson. That's the way Calvin Sampson build his team. He don't really go out and get the one and done friend. He got a team with experience, ladies and gentlemen. And it's showing. That's why I got this team, no doubt about winning it. Because the Penny Hardaway had to climb the mountain and miss. And it got so bad, he actually pursued going to the Atlanta Magic at one time. He was going to go and try to be a coach in the NBA. And what make it so? What would have made it so bad? What would that team have been then if we'd have lost Penny Hardaway? So what we got to do, and I'm including myself, because we want to see that team win so bad that we don't know a good thing when we got one. We got a coach in Penny Hardaway, y'all. And we got to start treating this man with the respect he deserves. Because you look at what he doing. And he'll tell you himself, and people like ESPN, they do not respect Memphis. That's why they wanted John Calipari just out. Because they didn't respect who he was. I mean, they felt like that he could literally bring that team to a level that unbelievable. And the thing that's scaring them now, when it comes to the University of Memphis, Penny Hardaway ain't going nowhere. See, that's the thing. That's his alma mater. And you know, he wouldn't dare pick up and leave his alma mater unless he could get a good job in the NBA. Penny Hardaway is there. That's the bottom line, yo. And I don't think that he gonna be leaving or going nowhere no time soon. I just think he did. And so, when it comes down to Penny and John Calipari, I'm just flat out saying I literally think Penny Hardaway is a better coach. But I would like to see them settle it on the court. I will always wonder why that they don't play each other. I don't know if it's John Calipari. I don't know the reason why. I would like for them to do it next year. I think them two should literally play each other on the court. I mean, even Penny and Rick Vaughn played each other. They might have had a dislike for one another, but they did play each other. That was the key. And you can't get John Calipari to agree to a match. I would love to see Memphis and Kentucky play one another. I think the fans would love it, and I'm clamoring for it on my show right here and now, the Dark Wayne Show. I think literally that they should play one another just to see how good they can be. That's what I want them to do. And I think it'll be a fantastic game. Even Tennessee played each other. I don't know if it's this last year that it's gonna happen or they're gonna play each other next year. But I would like to see Memphis play Kentucky. Penny Hardaway versus John Calipari. And I would like to see who the better coach. But for right now, I'm letting you know the story about Memphis. Okay, so what literally happened was, when Penny Hardaway walked in the door, he was doing things unorthodox, as you want to call it. He even bought this fan, he was appeasing the young kids. And that's what drew them to Memphis. You able to go get players like James Wiseman and even the Lawson boys came to Memphis. Yeah, you was able to get players like Jalen Durham and Imani Bates. Are you kidding me? 3 out of the 5 years you been in Memphis, you was able to get the #1 team in the country. That's the job that Penny Hardaway was doing. It was just that good. So what it comes down to with John Calipari, when Penny Hardaway got that job, I'm here to tell you right now what it wasn't done. It hurt John Calipari in his recruitment. Cause you look up to the Kentucky got a good team now. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying they don't. But I think it hurt him in a lot of ways for the simple fact that, it was a new kid on the block. He was new then, and it just felt different at the time. Anytime you got players like LeBron James congratulating you, Kevin Durant walking up and hugging you, and even when he recruited Jalen Durham, you can see all them young kids trying to take pictures with him. And this time at Memphis, he had put Memphis back on the map. And the player that I'm looking for to see is Kendrick Davis. I can't wait to see what he do when he get in this tournament, ladies and gentlemen. I can't wait to see it. I mean, and I'm here to tell you right now, I'm very excited. You want to talk about John Calipari versus Penny Hardaway? Penny Hardaway to sit in Memphis owe that man for what he did. Because the University of Memphis was finna go down, in my opinion. And Penny Hardaway stepped up and said, I'm taking this. I cannot let my alma mater go down. Not like this. I mean, and I think the fans, include myself, it's a little sport because we know what John Calipari did, and we wanted another coach to live up to that expectation. Not only do we got a coach that can do that, but we got somebody that can expand on that and make it even better. Since Penny Hardaway took that job, it hurts John Calipari in many ways. Because one of the players that we got in Memphis was Jalen Durst. And I think that was Kentucky #1 pick. That's the guy they tried their best to go get. And Jalen Durst, Penn Hardaway was able to bring him to Memphis. That's why he said, after they came to Western, they didn't get him. John Calipari put out a story, I like my team, we gonna be good, this and that. Penny Hardaway not only is you get your team to a tournament, but I believe this year that Memphis, University of Memphis can cut down the nets. That's my view on this. I really believe that they can win the national championship this year, young. That's what it is. And to go from a man that literally couldn't wait to get out of Memphis. They offered John Calipari a deal, he just flat out took it. It was no doubt about it. It was no the minute that you had took the job, you was on the phone to persuade no recruits to come to Memphis, to come to Kentucky, and you got them. That team that you won to the lead eight with Kentucky that year, that was the team that would have came to Memphis. Other than that, you would have had more to come with you. Bottom line, it was more of them players getting ready to come to Memphis had you stayed in Memphis. I want to ask you something, Calipari. How they looking for you now? Like Penn Hardaway saying, how you like us now? You look at what this man doing. But the thing is, nobody really giving this team no type of respect whatsoever. You turn on ESPN, and when they get a big win, you don't hear from them. They gotta go out and win the national championship, and I think that's what Penn Hardaway is doing, y'all. That's just what it is. We know what he's trying to do, and I feel like he can get it done. I do. I feel like he could be one of those teams that win the national championship this year. That's how good they is. It's unbelievable. Y'all know and I know it. And you look at, like I'm saying, people in Memphis was upset. We was the only one. Because every time Memphis get good, you look at what Pat Ford was saying. Back when they thought Penny Hardaway had got that trouble, that infraction, they knew the NCAA was going to come down hard on them. But Pat Ford and people like that guy was shocked. He couldn't believe it. Because Penny Hardaway was doing what he always do, helping these young kids. He's just that good of a coach. 10-3 right now, and you done beat 4 SEC teams already. That team right there is gonna be off the chain. And the season just really beginning. I can see them going undefeated in that conference. It's gonna come down between them and Houston, and what's one of them gonna win it? What's one of them want it the most? Question is, what would Kentucky be? Will they be one of the teams that's fighting, trying to win the championship this year? We don't know. We'll see. But when you look at it, you think about it, after George Papa left, then they went got Tubby Smith. They thought he was going to do good, no doubt about it. But now, do y'all really think that Tubby Smith really want to be in this? If he did, he would have gave it a soul. He didn't really respect Memphis like that. And he's an excellent coach, but I don't really think he respecting this is like a Penny Hardaway. I don't. Even when they hired Tubby, Penny wanted the job. He put in for it, and they still didn't want to hire this man. He bought that team out of a deficit, and now you look at what that team is. Now the football team trying to catch up to him. We got a good thing, missus. It's time to treat them right. And one more good thing we got. Mr. John Moran and Mrs. Griffin. That guy went to Murray State. And he support Mrs. like that. This is his home. So stop trying to, and me, myself, and I stop. So we need to stop putting so much pressure on that man and that Joel weekend. Because you look at the recruit class he got coming in next year. Unbelievable. He got a guy that, to be honest with you, back in the 17, I saw a wink in that guy. That guy was a YouTube sensation. 17 years old already on SportsCenter. I just knew we wasn't going to get him. Guess we come. Memphis. And not only that, but he's bringing in his best friend. Who winning now when it comes down to John Calipari and Penny Hardaway? Who winning? And you had players, big time players coming in for business. Like a DeWalt Wagner Jr. Now he gone to Louisville. We knew he was. But he came in. You got players coming to this school now that, and Penny Hardaway wasn't there. You're not getting these players. Are you kidding me? You're not getting them. And there's some talk that even LeBron James Jr. was thinking of. I don't know if he was thinking about coming, but even mentioning that name wouldn't have happened if Penny Hardaway was the one there in Memphis. You kidding me? That's the job right there that Penny Hardaway is doing in Memphis. So when you look back on it, who would you rather have? John Calipari? Or would you rather have Penny Hardaway? I'm going to tell you right now, the way things looking now, I think I'll take my chance at Penny. Because you know the job he doing. You know what he doing. You know how he doing it. The guy going to work. Nothing else to say about it. Nothing else that you can explain. We go from a coach when he was there. When he got that job at Kentucky, John Calipari was running. He was taking his kids out of school. They was hitting a runaway trail. And look at what you got now. You don't think that ain't exciting for the University of Memphis? And not only that, but you got the Grizzlies to boot. Mr. John Moran. Memphis is back on the map. They are, ladies and gentlemen. And I really believe when Kendrick Davis leading that team, they can win the national championship this year. Y'all know and I know it. It's unbelievable. It's exciting. That's all I got to say. It's been a joy and a pleasure to talk to y'all this morning. And I just hope y'all like this, cause I'm giving in my all into it. Subscribe to my show, people, cause you never know what I might talk about next. I love you guys. Do two things. Take care of yourself and keep on winging it, y'all. I love y'all. And also, please, please, subscribe to the show, y'all. I'm out.